ask them if there's a mic field now.
Mbaku didn't like the raisins in the potato salad.
LA streets would have been on fire.
How do you know that if you couldn't, you wouldn't fuck Kim Kardashian? How do you know that you wouldn't rush the stage with a Hennessy bottle when Taylor Swift wins over Beyonce?
You niggas in trouble.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome to another new episode Behind the Scene Podcast. It has been a hot minute since I've been on here, man. I hope everyone is doing well. I got my main man, D. Smith, in the building. Just your ordinary guy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How you been, man?
Good. How about you? Because you're the one that hasn't been on here in a while. So, Mr. Director, Mr. Auteur.
Director, Scott Location, producer,
Scout
DP,
Location. Ooh,
anything and anything, man.
All little badges, all little monikers,
all the little Boy Scout badges, like the Pokemon badges. You just get all 8 of them from all regions.
Why did I just imagine a Pokemon Boy Scout? Gotta catch them all.
Gotta film it all. Gotta film it all.
Full Boy Scout uniform, but instead of the Boy Scout badges, they're all the gym badges.
And
it just says gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all. And then you have to film. Gotta film it all. Yeah, man. But yeah, dude, it's been a blessing, man. It's been busy, man. It's really just, we talk about creativity and we talk about criticisms of certain creators and artists, and it's just one of those cases where, you like put up or shut up. You know what I mean? It's like you can talk shit about comics all you want until you put a comic out.
It's all fun and games until you got to put yourself out there.
Right.
And then you find out how hard it is, the difficulty, especially the stuff in the back, like why stuff is weird, why it looks like something not. Why is that beer can there?
Yeah,
stuff like that. Yeah,
bro, it's one thing. You could critique. I wanted to be more of a creator than a critic. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just finding that, like, okay, I got to go. Eventually, I got to hit the battlefield. You know what I'm saying? I can be on the sideline and do, and plan and strategize and talk about certain things. But until you're actually on the field, you don't know what it's really, like. Exactly. It'll get you better insight when you get off the field to talk about these things. So. For any listeners out there who don't know, I am actually making a feature-length musical right now with a hell of a crew, hell of a lot of good talent, and we're dedicated. We're grinding it out to make sure that this musical, same as the musical, it's a very funny coming of age story set in this modern new social hierarchy with geeks being mainstream. It's about a young guy who was rejected by his high school crush for being too nerdy. And then he finds out years later his high school crush is his cosplay queen amongst geeks. And he's conflicted about whether to pursue her or not. And it's something different. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this for cosplay.
No. Intriguing. I'll just say that, intriguing.
Yeah, it is intriguing. And it's just crazy to see something written and actually auditions, casting, pre-production, production, filming. It's a whole lot of work to get one little scene, one little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It could take a whole day for one little thing. You wouldn't even know.
Yeah. Shoot. Don't even add something that had special effects, man. The amount of like 10 seconds to get one scene. A week.
Yeah.
A week,
bro. Yeah. So it's cool, man. We're gonna get this thing done and release it. Think about distribution, but right now it's just like getting this thing done in a timely manner and making sure that everything is all good on that end. And then I think we're working on something that we're very proud of, and we can't wait for people to see eventually.
Okay. My question, since I got you here in the hot seat, my question to you is, because I think Charles said something to it once the other day. Being an insider now, it's like being able to see all the wires. How does that feel to know that you can see, like you can watch a movie or someone else's production and see all the little wires hanging, and that goes to this and this goes to that. How does that feel?
Yeah, it does feel differently, because when I watch films now, I never really took like an account of camera movement, blocking and staging, where the actors are, how do they actually rehearse the
Lighting.
scene, the lighting. Yeah.
Lighting is a really big thing that they don't. Lighting and sound are like the two biggest things that people do not talk about a lot.
No, and just even the process. I knew about the boom mic where then someone holds it up, but I didn't know about the love mics, which is just basically mics on the person hidden, with a little microphone on there to. It's kind of like
sound.
It's a boost the sound from an individual. So stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know what a love mic is. Like, I learned a whole bunch of different stuff. All the positions of gaffer, grip team, and the cables, and just
what's grip team?
The grip team is like basically the lighting team, the electricians. It's like the electricians who make, and then the gaffer is like the key position of that, where basically they're doing the lighting charts, the lighting plots, how the lights are going to reflect off actors. The 3-point, the 3-point structure of lighting? There's like 2 lights in front of you, 1 in the back. There's like a whole bunch of different things, man. And like, as a writer, I had no idea, and I'm now stepping into that world, and I'm learning a lot about this stuff. So, it takes a team. It really does take a team,
of course,
it's
Hollywood wasn't built in a day.
No,
Hollywood wasn't built in a day.
It definitely wasn't. And I got a lot more like respect now for like smaller budget independent films that look and sound amazing on like limited budget, and you would never know, just because it's just how well crafted it is and how well made it is. So, yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, it's, I wish I could just chill out and just play Street Fighter 6 and drink and chill out, man. But it's literally like, until this thing released, it's like on my shoulder.
Yeah. And when you release it, it still won't be perfect in your eyes. I feel like, or at least that's what I hear from most people. Is like people that have been on movies, they say all the time, when I go back and I rewatch the movie, I just remember how hectic that day, that week, that scene was, or how long it took. That's what I hear, at least from people that work on movies. So maybe it might be different from you, because your attitude is way above theirs. So I like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't enter the industry already defeated and like, negative about it.
Of course, but you don't have that 12-hour shades on with the cigarette going like.
Now I understand it now. I understand.
We're still cutting it together. We're gonna get this.
Now I know.
You're not at that point yet. You're still way more optimistic, which is good. Which is good, and I'm loving it.
Look, if at any point in time in the future I make it to Hollywood and they say I died over a cocaine overdose, someone spiked me, because I know I can't do crack, because Red Bull gives me almost a heart attack. So Red Bull almost gives me a heart attack. I know crack is gonna literally kill me. So I'm not gonna accept any shit like that. So someone would have to dabble some shit on my shit.
Just give me half of a Red Bull.
Yeah, give me half a Red Bull and I have the same effect. So if there's ever news like, oh, I OD'd on some crack or some shit, that ain't me, because I know better.
I'll be like, it's a conspiracy.
That's a conspiracy. No.
In the comment section, when they show you on the news, I'll be like, this is conspiracy. I knew the dude. He didn't do that shit.
He know he can't do no crack.
Nah.
He know he can't do that white powder. So But yeah, man, I know there's been a lot going on, and still with the writer's strike and the actor's strike, and man, like comic books, I don't even know what's been. I haven't bought a comic book in like 2 months, man. Like I have no idea what's going on out there right now.
We got some good. That's one of the things I've been reading a lot about. We got a lot of good stuff out here. Despite
what's been popping?
I've been going through a little bit of back issues and reading some slightly newer stuff that I recommended to Uncle Jack, called New Burn. It's basically about a former cop who becomes how do I say this? He becomes I'll say it like this, the watcher of the underworld in New York City. He basically keeps all the mafia families and the cops at bay from killing each other. And he's almost like a what's it called? A political pundit, I guess you could say.
Pundit, huh?
Someone that watches over everybody and keeps the checks and balances really high. And it's good so far. It's like on 10 issues. I'm on issue 7.
That's pretty good.
It's really, really good.
Image, right? You said Image?
That one is by if not Image, Boom. I want to say Image.
Image or Boom. Image has had the best books really in the last 4 or 5
I think
years.
Image and Boom are the 1-2 punch.
Top 2. For sure.
Punch. They at least Boom never misses.
Yeah.
From what I've been told and from what I've read, haven't missed. I finished Bitter Root.
Oh, you did. You were. I finished. I got the first trade. I didn't finish it.
Woo! So good.
That's so good. I know, man. It won an Eisner for a reason.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Eisner for a reason.
I can't wait for it to come back. I got to the end and it said the end, and then I scrolled down a little further and it said, "Nah, this ain't over. Yeah. This ain't even over by a long shot. We're gonna keep writing as long as y'all keep buying." I think it's gonna become like a Philadelphia, bro. I think it's gonna become like Philadelphia, and get that reach like Philadelphia, and then Catfight, which I'm liking that too.
I got the first. I didn't even read it. I have the first issue,
bro,
and I didn't even read it. Yeah,
yo.
Please. My God.
When you get some free time, please read the. It's already on. Issue 3 drops in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay.
That's really, really good. It's about a cat thief that basically gets framed for killing his grandmother. And it's very much Lupin. Almost if Lupin was Prince. That's the vibe I'm getting.
All right. Yeah, that's dope.
Lupin the Third was Prince. And just a thief and just doing crazy stuff. But it's
word. Yeah, I gotta read up on that. I think the last thing I bought was it was a Ninja Turtles book. It was like Turtles at a time.
Ninja Turtles. I heard that Turtles is good, but I don't know, man. You know, while we're here, the movie, how was the movie for you?
Oh yeah, Mutant Mayhem. That was the last film I saw. So I went into Mutant Mayhem with an open mind, high expectations too.
I had high expectations from you and Blur Without Fear. Y'all's two reviews were like, go see this.
It was well done, man. I thought it was well crafted. I think if you're looking for the typical hold on, we got a comment here. Uncle Jack in the building. Said D Smith cut the beard. Dion the director with the crispy lineup.
hey,
what's up, man?
Stop.
Salute to you, man. Salute.
Stop.
I don't even have any liquor in this.
I gotta shave again though, because I'm starting to get a little bit. I'm keeping this. This is staying.
Yeah, man. The signature, man. That's your signature right there, bro. That's your signature, man. But salute to you, Uncle Jack, man. Holding it down for all these months, man. I know you got your script going on, man.
Oh.
That's right. Like, I cannot wait. When you finish that rough draft, man, that shit's gonna be straight fire, bro. Straight fire. Freaking Black Mirror folks gonna be jealous as hell when that shit comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but TMNT was good. I think if you're looking for the typical Foot Clan and Shredder and the typical origin, this ain't it. This ain't it. This ain't it. And I like that they changed it up. They really modernized the Turtles. They really feel like teenagers, like a 13-year-old in 2023.
That's the best thing to me. That's the best thing.
Yeah. They really were like teenagers. They acted like teenagers, and it was a story about acceptance and wanting to be, I guess, be comfortable being comfortable with yourself in front of others and other people accepting you. So I thought Superfly, that was a pretty fun take. Superfly, and it's actually a fly with Ice Cube, with the whole thing with Baxter Stockman and everything like that. It was cool to see the mutants because usually by the second or third movie you'll see like Rocksteady and Bebop and Crane, right?
Yeah.
But in this one,
the first one.
Yep. They got in the first one. So go ahead, man.
I was gonna say, I liked it. I liked more of the this version of the Turtles. Not so much the plot, but I like where the plot ended, and the fact that they're going to high school now. I like that with actual like regular ass kids. That's a new dynamic that we haven't seen before.
Never seen before.
That is some new uncharted territory, which I like, and I can't wait to see what they do now that they introduced the Shredder into that, and how is that gonna work now? Because their dynamic will be much different than them just fighting, Shredder and being able to retreat to the sewer. He knows where they go to school at now.
Right.
He'll send a spy probably to know where the kids are, or who they're friends with, or who they can use to get closer. I thought it was a good movie. I didn't care for the mutants parts of it. I normally don't care. I like more where they're fighting Shredder and Baxter Stockman.
Yeah,
those are more what I care for. But it was good getting a different angle and a different take. I really hope to see. I kind of mad that they wasted the frog in this, because I like when they have the frogs, because I was hoping that they get the frogs against the turtles as just a one movie, or at least them and maybe Bebop and Rocksteady as a film, but that's probably not going to happen now.
No, and I know some people are like, wait a minute, Rocksteady and Bebop supposed to be enemies, and like that didn't happen. Maybe Shredder will recruit them for the second movie. Spoiler alert.
I think so.
But we never, that dynamic is changed. I didn't really care too much for some of the other weirder mutants per se. Usually like you said, Rocksteady,
Leatherhead,
Bebop,
and maybe the frogs and one other one. I don't like a lot of the mutants.
But I think that's for the older folks who really bought the toys.
Watch the show
and watched
the toys.
And the toys, too. So I think they did a really good job with the animation. It has like a flowery paint style to it, like a Renaissance kind of painting per se, rather than the straight Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse has like sharp angles. It had more of
a squiggle vision to me.
Or like a squiggle version.
Like it moved. Okay.
It's like ugly art because the people look.
And it was ugly too. There was stuff that didn't look weird, like straight or clean. It was contorted. Dirty, which added to like New York City. That New York City dirt to it.
Right. I like the ugly art. I think that was a cool way to spin off from just instead of directly copying Spider-Verse. They did their own thing with it. So Uncle Jack says, was there enough to warrant a sequel? I think so. For sure.
Absolutely.
I
hope we don't get a whole bunch though. I feel like Turtles is now graduated to like Scooby-Doo status, where we get a new version every 3 to 4 years.
Yes.
So I'd rather them have movies 3 or 4, maybe 5 years apart than do TV shows every 3 to 5 years.
Okay.
But that's me.
I think the Turtles have always done a great job of like pretty much staying current with newer generations. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just 80s babies, I love it, or 90s babies, 2000s. There's a whole, for the last 30 years, it's been every generation likes Ninja Turtles because there's always been a version available for the kids to grow up on. The last show on Nickelodeon was a big hit. That lasted for years. The CGI one.
The
CGI Turtles for Nickelodeon. I think so. 2012, 2013.
I'll say 2012.
Yeah, that lasted for a good while. So
6-7 years.
6-7 years. Yeah. And they just did a new one on Netflix and a new one on Nickelodeon, Rise. It's for
Rise is the one I haven't watched it yet, but I hear it's really good, and they changed the dynamics of the turtles.
Raphael's the leader. He's huge. He's like a snapping turtle size, and they got different.
I've always loved that too. They always made them different turtles, and they've always been different skin tones.
Right.
So we're not just getting a generic copy. The 80s one suffered from it a little bit, but we're not just getting a generic copy of each turtle.
True. I did wish that Donnie did a little bit more with the science and the tech in this one, with the new movie. But I get it. He's my favorite personally, my favorite turtle, and I get he's not the most popular one. Leonardo, they gave him pretty much the Boy Scout, daddy's little boy. Fall in love with. It's always weird when they fall in love with April O'Neil. Isn't it weird to you? A little bit.
No, but
No?
I do like with each version they split. I don't like all of them. If all of them fell in love with them, I just like when one turtle likes them.
One turtle, because it's always been like Michelangelo that was always crushed on April.
See,
Now they
it's
made
either
it
Michelangelo or Leonardo that always, or they've done it so they flipped them back.
What's the most popular turtle if it's not Donnie? Oh, that's easy. Raphael. They like the violent.
Really?
Come here.
Is he really the popular one?
Raphael is Raphael and Michelangelo. Those are the 1-2 punch. They were intertwined because people like the violent.
I always thought Mikey was the popular one.
Mike
I was always under the impression, or is that just what they do when they try to sell shit? I think they always try to sell it under him.
Mikey, yeah, definitely Mikey. They almost can go one over each other because Mikey's like a very personality. He's the party one, the orange bandana. He's always doing the jokes and shit. Like he's very over bombastic one. So Leo and Donnie are got to be like the least popular ones, man. Like no one likes the boring leader. It's the same thing with Cyclops. No one likes Cyclops. No one likes the boring leader, especially if he's a Boy Scout. People always like, I like Batman better than Superman, even though Superman's probably a better leader than Batman. Donnie's like kind of rock bottom, man. It's him and Leo. It's one of the least popular ones.
I like how he brought up the fact all he has is a stick. that was the thing as a kid. It's like, motherfucker, you got a stick.
But
then again, when you're in a street fight, you pick up whatever you can get. Sure,
right, you know what I'm saying? you might yip man that shit. But if you play the game, Donnie with the he had the reach. So
Turtles in Time. You just lift up a ninja and just slam him twice. Like it ain't nothing. He's like, I make that stick look good. Shoot. When it's in my hands, it ain't just no stick.
Hell no, man. Dude. Pause. But yeah, man, if you're getting hit the most on with Donnie in a Ninja Turtles game, something's wrong, man. Like no one should be touching with that long ass staff, man, with that long range. But we got H&H Comics. What's going on? What's up behind the scene? Unable to stick around for long, but checking in. Good seeing you, brother. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Hope you're doing well with whether you're at work or you're at home, whatever, man. So appreciate you for stopping by, man. Uncle Jack laughing his ass off. But if you want to be cool, man, Raphael and Michelangelo, they have the short range, so you got to get up and close and personal with them in the games. But I always did find it funny how as violent as their weapons are, they never really utilize them the way that they should have been utilized.
Not in most
any piece of media, except for Last Ronin. Last Ronin, they actually, because they went like a rated R, M-rated comic book out of that, they actually can use weapons to kill people in the way they should have. But it's definitely Raphael and Mikey for popularity.
How do you how do you feel about that? How you feel about Last Ronin? I didn't read it, and I heard that they had new turtles, like in this new one that's about to drop.
Yes.
Turtles. So they're building on a new lore, and I like that.
Like it. I dig it, man, because it's a continuation of the story. That's one of the things with comic books I think cripples it over anime and manga. We talk about this all the time.
Yes, absolutely.
Comic books don't grow up. They always reboot.
They always pigeonhole their characters back to the basics, like Spider-Man. I'm so sick of Spider-Man being a teenager. Let the motherfucker be 30 and have a kid. Like let the kid take over. Like
exactly
something else. Let him do like Tony Stark. That time when they made him literally Tony Stark. That was excellent and cool. Yeah,
Mayday Parker.
He wouldn't be on the same level, but close enough.
I love it, dude. It's a continuation of the story. We know that, hey, majority of the turtles died. There's only one left. Right. This is canon. in the future, there's only one turtle left, and we know what happened to the rest of them. It's great storytelling. It continues the story of the turtles, and I think the art style was great. I think it faltered a bit in the middle. I'm not gonna lie. By the
Yeah,
third,
I think it
and
was
the
you or
fourth
somebody
issue,
else that said they stopped reading it. So I was
I
like, yeah.
I can the first issue is one of the best like issue number ones for like a story, and then the last issue delivered on the
Okay.
action and the drama. I really just wanted like a one-on-one personal fight, and they kind of did the whole underground rebel
Let's
revolution
run. Yeah,
thing.
let's
It
run
was like,
this all the way.
yeah, they did this whole underground rebel army. I'm like, I just care about the one Ronin
Right,
turtle
right. The
facing
last
the
fight,
one guy.
you
Yep.
you came for, because I was thinking to myself, it probably would have needed to be condensed like 3 issues.
Mm-hmm.
3 issues.
It could have been, honestly.
He spends
They could
maybe
have
one issue in the streets, and then we jump to Shredder. That's it.
I won't spoil the ending. For the, I mean, even though I spoil the movie, I'll care about the comic book enough to like not spoil the ending with it. But it was good, I think. And also, I read a spinoff with Turtles. It was Turtles Out of Time, and it wasn't the same turtle Ronin that was in the regular storyline. They choose, well, spoiler, fuck it.
Go.
Michelangelo was the last Ronin in the regular book, right? And then they kind of did a one shot where they did it where it was Raphael was the last turtle, and he got shot back in time, and he kind of pretty much warned the turtles of their future and had a beef like with Donnie because he introduced technology that was going to bring about the death of the world, like everybody. And so it was kind of like, I like it because it was like to see Raphael. It was Raphael with as the last one instead of Michelangelo. You got to see
that's cool. I'm more worried about his brother destroying the world. That's more like a
the thing with Donnie with the tech was kind of like but it was just interesting to see the differences of like how Mikey operated as that last one, and then to see the difference with Raphael. I mean, he had his arm chopped off. He was he was messed up, but he was still
getting it. He was still getting it in. All right,
he was still doing his thing with the, you know what I'm saying, with the side and shit. So it was cool. I like that. I like the concept. It's just cool. It's they're making a game off it. Obviously, everyone knows this is the natural step in progression for the Turtles to go into live action or movies. They just need to navigate it in a way where it just you introduce it to the masses and the audience. I remember me and Orion, we went everywhere to find the issue number 1. Issue number 1 for Ronin.
Hard?
And we didn't know it was going to be it was a low print. Luckily, we found it.
Oof.
We found one. I remember back in Hampton, Virginia. I told him about it, and we found it, and he got his issue number 1 signed by Kevin Eastman last year.
Yeah, because y'all did the thing.
Yeah, we did the thing. He got, and that's a prize. I had issue number 5. I didn't have my issue number 1 on me. But he had his issue number 1 signed by Kevin Eastman, which was nice. A phenomenal moment, man. It was really cool.
Nice.
Really cool to see that. I actually asked him what were the odds of him and the Turtles and the Thundercats crossing over, and he had a chuckle about that. I was like, man, that'd be really cool to have the Thundercats and Turtles crossover.
Since they already did Power Rangers.
Right.
So Power Rangers technically twice. And it still was good. Good. Yeah. Power Rangers need to take a chapter from Turtles to stay relevant, but that's a whole another discussion. But I almost want to go into that with you, but keeping it on Turtles. The game, what do you think we're gonna get? I would like it if they went the Assassin's Creed route, maybe Cyberpunk route, but I think they're gonna go the Gotham City route or Gotham Knights route.
Most definitely, it'd be Gotham Knights or like a Cyberpunk Assassin's Creed makes sense. We haven't got Assassin's Creed in the Cyberpunk environment yet, have we?
No.
We haven't gotten that yet. So also Marvel's messing up too. They should do an Assassin's Creed with Black Panther and Wakanda. But I'm giving up too much game right now.
No, don't say that, because then I have to give I'm not playing games right now or as much.
Yeah,
I have to give them my money if they did that shit.
Right. Hell yeah, I get the deluxe season 1, season 2 pass and everything. But yeah, it's got. I think they're gonna do the Gotham route or Assassin's Creed in the cyberpunk environment.
I hope they do Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed. I don't know. Maybe this next one, that's gonna be in feudal Japan. I'm hearing rumors that they might go with a black guy for one of the leads. There's gonna
No,
be
they're
2
doing
main characters.
Yasuke for the next
Yeah,
Assassin's
they
Creed in
might.
Japan.
I heard a rumor. We'll leave it at that. I heard a rumor.
Really?
Yes.
Ghost of Tsushima didn't scare him off. I would have thought Ghost of Tsushima. I would have thought like, yo, they would have backed off. Like, okay, we'll go somewhere else because we don't.
Well, they have 2 games in development. One's supposed to be set in feudal Japan, and the other one's going to be in Germany.
Too late on the Japan one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they waited way too
late.
Like people were asking for this all the way back when 3 came out. It's like when we're going to Japan. When we're going to Japan, we went to London, to France, to Egypt before Vikings.
I love Origins.
Greece.
That's my game.
But took too damn long.
Took too long to go. You don't wait till after Ghost of Tsushima and all these other games that come out, and then you're like, okay, we'll do Japan. Like, nah, man, fuck that. Give me an Animusha remake or something instead, man. Fuck that shit. Way too damn long. Let's see. Last one was the first comic book review on this channel. Shout out to ORRION. Big shout out to him. He's in Seattle right now doing this thing with the costume performing, man. So big ups to him. That was, I think, the first comic review, man. We were super excited. That was a moment in comic.
That was big.
That was big. That was big.
Okay.
Definitely, if you any Turtles fans out there, highly recommend check out Last Ronin. I think it's a good conclusion. Let's see, it said we need TA. TA? Who's TA? TA. Why I feel dumb now?
I don't know
need
what that is.
TA? Who's TA? TA. The assassin? Oh, the Tenchu remake. Oh man,
that's all they got at this point, man. They're starting to get in gaming. They're starting to get to the point where they're just digging back in the bag. Be like, what else can we get from like 20 years ago? Bag now.
Gaming. I guess we'll end the Turtles talk, but I'd give Mutant Mayhem definitely a go see it in theaters. And I probably cop it because I like how different it was. I'm open for some different takes on certain things. I'm sick of the same old. I thought Seth Rogen's good. He's a great producer. Seth Rogen is behind the
music,
camera.
Bro, no diggity. That used to no dig. I like that.
Yeah.
That I wasn't expecting that.
They had one problem with the music. One problem.
What's that?
They didn't get a new theme song for the Turtles. There was not one new theme song for the Turtles. You know how important that is. For every Turtle movie, they need a theme song.
I give you that.
Knock, knock. You are about to get your shell shock. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, what bass would they went with? Would they went with like a New Jack type of like?
They should have done like maybe a New Jack or a hip hop rendition, like a '90s New York style something.
I was thinking of like something like a I Ain't No Joke. Something of that vein. If you know how that song plays in the bass for that, that would definitely fit in with that Brooklyn sound.
Yeah. He was on a half shell during the mission. They needed something.
Didn't they play Go Ninja, by the way?
Go Ninja.
I think they played that for a few seconds. They did,
man. It did, but now I still making money off that shit to this day.
That's the easiest check he gets. That's the easiest check he gets besides Cool as Ice.
Shit, I don't blame him, man. I mean, we sang that shit on set one time. It's iconic. It's iconic. Go. Yeah, that shit's funny, man. But I'd say definitely go check it out in theaters. That I think it's worth it seeing on the big screen. But for gaming, dude, gaming is a monster industry, dude. Like, I think Orion brought up a good point of he brought up an interesting question of whether it was easier to have like an all black production for filming in Hollywood, or is it easier to have like an all black production for game developing in their
developing, man. Look at Cuphead, bro. That game was made by 3 people.
Cuphead was made by 3 people?
3 people, bro. And
the animation
were animators.
Really?
Sure, it took 6 years. It did take 6 years. But that shit, go play that. Go look at that. That shit was, if that wasn't top tier quality, 3 fucking people. 3 fucking people. I send Uncle Jack stuff all the time. There's a game right now that's like Roblox but Battlefield. The characters look like, you know what Roblox looks like, right?
Yeah.
They literally look like blocky people. But it's this game that's like Roblox with Battlefield, so they all look like they're military dress. That thing is getting like 1,000 views plus some for a small little indie game. A small little rinky-dink indie game is getting way more than regular as Battlefield, Call of Duty with all those extra graphics. People just want to play solid, fun games with tight gameplay, and the industry is starting to show. Like, these indie games are getting bigger, they're getting better productions, and they're getting they're closing the gap. Like, the gap is getting much smaller. And indie games are starting to win. They're slowly starting to win.
Interesting. Because you don't really hear too much about that. You only hear about the AAA titles, the big titles. Because you don't really hear too much about indie success, to be honest with you.
People don't look on the inside, because when I see, and I don't play a lot, but I keep up with the industry, or I try to. Okay. And when it comes to mainstream, there's maybe like 5 good games that are AAA. Everything else is trash. Everybody else is trying to milk people with all these subscriptions and passes and all this other bullshit. The indie scene is where it's at. It's where people are going to have the most fun, find the games that they like, participating in communities that they like, and that are small but are growing and are very, very strong and are showing some levels of real development.
Okay. Yeah, you and Majin kind of opened my eyes, because immediately I just assumed that, like, real talk, like, okay, film's a little bit more accessible, so film got it. But now that you mentioned the indie team and the success of smaller end gaming that's achieving some good numbers, it's just not really picking up traction in the trades and these online sites. Let's face it, let's be real, we're more into gaming than comic books.
Y'all are.
No, I'm saying
I'll say the mass majority of people are into video games more.
No, more than comic books, for sure.
Yes.
Like, if there's a like, Black independent comic books, like, there should be Black independent game developers, because so much of us play more games than actually read comic books. Exactly. It just you would think. Yes. I mean, the level of access, I don't know, because you can always pay.
No. You were on to something, man. You're definitely on to something. The only real, besides the actual development of the game, the only problem I see them having at that point is just getting eyes on it. Once it gets eyes on it, once they get eyes on it, people know that it's good and it's fully developed, or even on what's it called? Early access. Steam does a lot of early access, and quite a few of those games are doing well on early access. So if you got a plan, if you have the game at least big enough to throw it on Steam, charge a little bit up front, and then maybe get some in the back. I don't, depending on how you want to do it, and depending on how far ahead you are, you can do way like buku money, or at least good starter capital money in games right now, because the foothold to get in is still small enough for us to get in. There's one major. Go ahead.
Uncle Jack says there needs to be a Black developer who can step out to the public, and you can read the next one.
You need a face in the field. Definitely. I feel like we have some. I just feel like they ain't stepping in front of the light. And they also haven't put themselves out there so we can see them quite well. Because one thing about the indie scene, how do I describe this? I'll just say it's an ocean, and not everything in the ocean is going to be edible. So
Right.
You can pull that net out and find you get 10 fish and 3 of them are edible. Everything else wasn't even worth spending 5 minutes on. So
True. Yeah, I mean the hardest thing right now.
That's one of the biggest problems. But
yeah,
they're not meant. If you're really good at this, they're not many. If as long as you can get yourself out there, as long as you can have a really good developed project or almost quite developed project, most of these people will stick with you. As long as it's good, as long as it's readily accessible, people are out here and willing to stick with you and fun. It has to be either good or fun or compelling. Like Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is one of the biggest success in gaming out there. There's the sequel for it called Silk coming out. People have been waiting for this 6 years patiently for an indie game. They only do that with AAA games. This game has gotten AAA status. Shit. That doesn't happen a lot. So there is room for us to get in. As long as you're good, there is room for us to get in.
I mean, that is true. I'm currently in a game development writing class right now, number 2, and there's a game called Zorg. It's a game called Zorg, and it's a text-based game. It's a text-based adventure game.
I think that's an old one.
It's an old joint, and he was just telling me the kind of the history. Like they were one of the first ones to do it, and they earned so much money off this thing, and they still have a fan base, a loyal fan base, because of just
like RuneScape.
Yeah, it's like RuneScape.
Like RuneScape. Right. I didn't know that shit was still on. Like I knew it was still running in high school, but I thought it stopped like in 2012.
Like
to find out that RuneScape is still going.
Yeah,
and people have. It's almost like a smaller kid version of World of Warcraft.
True. Yeah, my brother was addicted to that damn RuneScape game. But yeah, like if you find your tribe of people, especially with gaming, they'll stick around. You know, they'll stick around. They'll be returning customers, returning lifelong fans. Absolutely. Almost, if you can keep up the quality and give them that feeling. Like I really enjoy playing this game. It's my escapism from the world. It just sucks me in. There's definitely, it's big money, man. A lot of people don't know, but gaming, there's more money in gaming than there is in Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Ooh. Like, maybe that's the reason why they starting to convert.
Maybe that's the reason why. Yeah. There's definitely there's bigger pockets in the game industry than Hollywood. And you got to think of how long has Hollywood been around compared to how long has gaming really been around for
40
like
years
home console release.
200 or close to 200.
Damn near. When's like the first major film? Like they'd be like 19. I should know this.
The
Like
late
1905, 1907 or something like that. Late 1800s.
I want to say no, you know, because
early 1900s.
Mid 1800s, mid 1800s.
Birth of the Nation come out.
Because Birth of the Nation would be around, I want to say 1870s.
Birth of a Nation
to 1880s.
Release. That had to have been like
1870 or it had to have been at least a decade after the Civil War.
Yeah.
1870 or
1915. 1915 is when Birth of a Nation came out. So I guess
that's almost Prohibition era.
Yeah. So 1915 compared to, let's just say 1975. And there's more money in that compared to the thing that came out in 1915.
Well, you have to look at it. It's almost a progression of a medium, though.
Yeah.
Because films allow us to watch essentially a giant play, while video games allow you to participate in the play. But
yeah. I mean, there's choices. It's not just
that's factored into the play. But
the play. It's like you're actually in the play. You know, the game. Exactly. You are living vicariously through the character, whatever. If it's a created character or is it already a pre-made character, you are living through the game as that character. So yeah, it is kind of like a more immersive experience if you think about it like that. Let's see, secrets, random generated, smart people. Look, these
yeah. For now.
still
Trust me. When the wagons start coming in, the gold miners, the settlers, when they start coming in and starting to start digging up that gold, it ain't gonna be gold forever.
Yeah. Look, you asked the average American what makes more money, gaming or movies. They're gonna say movies. Yeah.
For now.
For Black developers to get in on the scene, there has to be a public showcase of people in that space, which is what we were talking about. Let me stop. I'm not gonna say it. So I'm trying to get booked there next year. Let me stop. I ain't trying to mess up the bag. I've already messed up the bag. I'm hoping all that was pre-era. Pre-era. I'm not trying to mess with the bag. But oh snap, we got a special guest possibly in here. Hold on. Yo. Mad
what's going on, man?
The conversation about to change.
Oh
now.
man,
it just
What's
got
up,
real
fool?
in here, bro. What's going on with
What's
you, man?
going on, man? What are y'all talking about? I just chimed in and y'all were talking about games or something. So
yeah.
Dude.
I want to get your take on Rebel Moon, brother. What you think about
Rebel Moon?
Let's get it.
Well, you know, that movies like that isn't my thing, but
okay,
that seems to be what fans have been looking for, just the reception. You know, the backstory about Zack Snyder wanting to pitch his version of Star Wars to Disney. Mm-hmm. And they turned him down. And then there was an article that came out, what was it, the day before yesterday or something? And they said, anybody that pitches a Star Wars idea to Disney and it gets turned down ought to be glad it got turned down, because you know the stereotype is, or the narrative is, that Disney wants to go woke with everything. That's what they say. That's what they say. I was like, well, oh well.
Oh, man. Uncle Jack, what up, man? Welcome.
Hey, what up, man? Hey, I'm just, yeah. What's up with your man?
Where'd he go? Okay.
You got some explaining to do, brother.
All right, Justin.
Explaining?
You got some explaining to do, brother.
Oh shit. Here we go.
Oh hell! The whole gang done showed up. Did someone throw out the bad signal? I feel like someone threw out the bad signal.
You got some explaining to do, brother. I'm in the middle of cooking and shit right now, man. Hey, all I want to know, what happened, man? What happened? What happened with Flash, man? What happened, Justin?
What happened?
What happened?
I mean, what do you mean what happened? I mean, they killed their own movie. Haven't you been keeping up with it? They killed their own movie. So I mean, all the changing and all the you know, saying, oh, this ain't a part of the new universe, people got turned off by it. So, you know, when you kill your own movie, that's what happens.
They did a red carpet premiere and everything, though.
Actually, that red carpet feel was kind of half-assed, man. I didn't see a whole lot of it. I know they were taking pictures, but it seemed like the red carpet premiere was, we want to, but we don't because of the strikes. I don't know, man. It was just, you know, all the stuff before, they just killed their own movie, man.
Bro.
They killed Blue Beetle. They're gonna kill Aquaman with it. So
here we go.
You know.
Let's get it. Who is they? Who is they?
Y'all's favorite director, who is now.
It ain't Harmada. He ain't there no more. Who's they?
I ain't talking about I'm talking about y'all's new head, the one that so many people were so glad that he got appointed.
James Gunn ain't got
James Gunn.
James Gunn killed the DCEU.
James Gunn ain't even stepped on the field yet, bro. He's still in.
Bro, no, don't give me that, bro. He changed. No, bro, no. All those articles, all them changes and stuff happened when he took the helm, and it goes back when he first got appointed. The first thing he changed he wanted to change was Batgirl or something that went on in Batgirl that got in David Zaslav's ear, and they said, "No, we can't. This doesn't look like cinema and stuff." It was something he wanted to do that didn't fit in what he wanted to do. Then all these changes started happening during the post-production of Flash. All the changes, the Ben Affleck in the time vortex thing, telling Flash to come get me, like the role reversal and stuff like that. We never got to see that. We never got to see that because he wanted to change it.
Hey, I saw some online. It was on Reddit. It was a secret script that James Gunn read. It only got posted to Reddit, bro. Only got posted to Reddit.
Reddit?
He wrote it was.
I don't follow Reddit.
He writes for Flash. He had full ass notes for Flash, and it was all James Gunn's doing, and it was only on Reddit and 4chan.
Wait,
no, bro.
Stephen King said this was like the greatest superhero movie ever. What are we talking about?
Of all time.
Of all time. This was supposed to be Citizen Kane.
Well, it wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't the greatest movie. Come on, man. If you saw it for yourself, you knew it wasn't the greatest movie. You can say it was not a bad movie, but not the greatest.
We don't want to know what happened to the appeal.
I'm just glad I didn't see Ezra.
Yeah, you can just look at it and tell, and look that wasn't the movie it was meant to be, like way back a couple years ago. They made the major changes, and it's awfully convenient. When James Gunn took over the helm, he ordered some changes because he was like, none of these characters are going to be used in the new universe, so why leave anything open? Because they're still massively shooting. Check this out. They're still massively shooting Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, and we were supposed to get a trailer to that sometime soon, and we ain't got nothing from it. That's not going to be James Wan's movie.
Oh my god!
That's not going to be James Wan's movie.
I believe that they're shooting stuff right now. I could believe that. The best believe that.
This is what you're getting is not James Wan's movie. The movie that he wants to put out. This is not going to be James Wan's movie. And also something else is Peter Safran has backed Amber Heard fully. He backs her fully. Now she's the most hated woman in Hollywood, man. That's a turn off, ain't it? It's a turn off, ain't it?
Who was that again?
Man.
More than Kathleen Kennedy?
Oh,
Peter Safran backed Amber Heard.
Last time I checked.
The Red Pill podcast.
Oh man. I mean, we got Michael Keaton back. You got a CGI Christopher Reeve Superman. You got a CGI Nicolas Cage Superman.
Keep telling them,
bro. Like y'all, how did they sabotage it with all the Easter eggs? They got Stephen King.
So we go back to James Gunn.
Didn't
Tom Cruise said it was good.
Yeah, I must say Tom Cruise vouched for this.
I think they paid Stephen King and Tom Cruise just to promote the movie. All the underhand, all these tactics to promote the movie is to get people to go see it.
So how?
Because I don't believe they really would say that. No. I don't believe they really would say that. Like say that without unless they paying them or something.
They got George Clooney, bro.
They got George Clooney back.
Right. I think that was really a favor from the studio, for real.
Hey.
That was James Gunn. And let me tell you why. James Gunn doesn't like the Batman movies we like. He wants his Batman Brave and Bold is going to be Batman and Robin 2.0.
170 pounds, right?
Comicbooks.com.
Robin is going to be $130.
Did you read the? All right, we'll get to that. Did you read the article the other day, James Gunn? James Gunn does not like Batman 89, Returns, or The Dark Knight.
That's fine.
He doesn't like any of them. Okay, that's fine. But he was throwing major shade at those movies.
And
so much shade that he talked to Matt Reeves about joining his universe.
Hey, hold on. Look, before I jump off,
he's not going to talk bad about the current Batman.
Go,
I
go,
got,
Uncle Jack.
Go ahead,
I got a quick question for you, Justin. You know what I mean? Real talk, bro. Between me and you, hairline battle. Who wins, bro?
Who?
Who wins? Who wins? Hairline
Between who?
battle. Hairline battle between Uncle Jack and Mad Nucleus. Who wins, bro? Who wins? Who
Well,
wins
I
the
haven't shaved my head this week. It's growing back, so you probably got that one because mine is just gone. Mine is just gone, man. I haven't shaved. I mean, I can't keep it off my head. Whatever is left of my hair grows fast, so I
'Cause, man,
can't keep it off. And
we struggling out here, brother. We struggling, man.
yeah, I'm going bald, man.
It's getting
I'm
ugly
going
for
bald,
us.
man.
It's getting ugly for us out here, bro.
I don't belong. I belong with the ball gang, man. I don't belong with the razor line and the good razor line. I don't have that no more.
You ain't gonna diet a little bit, Steve Harvey it a little bit.
No, bro. No, I ain't. No, none of that clay. None of that clay looking stuff, man. No, I don't do that spray on stuff. I don't do that Carlos Boozer.
You ain't gonna Stephen A. Smith that shit, bro.
Nah, bro. Stephen A. Smith's line is just that's the signature there, bro. I can't do that.
Oh man, hey, look, I'm gonna be there soon, bro. I ain't even had time to throw the hat on, man. Normally, I'm on here with the hat, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it's been nice. I was good enough to put on a hat. I mean, nice here, but I don't know.
Hey, but shout out to y'all. But yeah, Justin, you got some explaining to do, brother. You got some explaining to do, man.
Look. Weren't you talking that the Flash was gonna outdo Spider-Man and everything else this past summer?
I'm gonna catch y'all in the comments, man.
I said I might have said it has a good chance, but I don't know for sure.
I don't know. There's some evidence somewhere.
What happened? Black Adam got more than that joint, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, because people were actually interested in seeing it. They weren't announcing any slates then, and they got, despite not having its Chinese release, which got canceled, it still did decent, but not great. But none of the movies after Black Adam has done very good. Not Blue Beetle, not Flash, not Shazam: Fury of the Gods, and Aquaman won't do very good. No. And I'm not sure that this new DCU is going to get launched because of the strikes and stuff. Because I doubt that Superman movie is ever going to really get made.
What?
As of right now, I would agree with you.
You doubt the new Superman movie ever gets made?
Man, let me tell you something,
they're gonna
man.
hold off on this joint. James Gunn is gonna hold off on the new Superman movie he wrote due to the strikes.
Yeah, he can't do nothing. You can't do nothing if the strikes is going on.
You can't do nothing.
He said they're gonna drop it. It's never gonna come out. It's gonna come out.
Not if they're bent on having if they're built on getting it out at the date that they're saying, which is 2025.
No, maybe not.
Then no, that's never gonna get made. Now if they push it back a year, depending on how long these strikes go by, if they push it back a year,
that's a good point.
Then maybe because they got to film it in 2025. They were talking about filming it in early 2024, and they saying these strikes are gonna go past Christmas. Some people said these strikes look like they're going past Christmas.
What's coming out from DCU before that? What's coming out anyway from them?
Aquaman.
I mean, if you
is Aquaman part of
after this year, nothing is coming out next year except for Joker, the Joker 2. Fully outdo.
Part of it.
No, not that. That was already done. That's already been done, but just around the time the strikes and stuff.
They don't have a release in the next 2 years.
Well, 2025 was there when Superman Legacy was summer 2025.
Bro, no.
But I don't think that movie's going to come out in 2025.
They didn't have
no movies coming out.
Because those movies were supposed to tide us over because he was supposed to have it written by the end of this year.
It was written,
shooting by the beginning of next
year. It was written, but they probably was going to do some tweaks, which they can't do. I doubt that movie is ever coming. If they're bent on trying to get it out on that date, it's not going to happen.
So only the Joker next year.
That's it. Maybe
only the Joker
animated stuff. They might have some animated stuff in the tank or something.
Right, and if you're counting TV shows, the Penguin TV show, but they had to start production on that. They were in the middle of filming that, and then they got to. Yeah.
The hairline battle will be live streamed. And 170 pounds. How you feel about Superman, man? How you feel about the new Superman? Let's get into that.
I mean, congratulations to the actors and actresses casting the movie, but sadly, I think the movie's doomed just before it started, just because of James Wan's actions. And not so much as the strike, but the stuff that James Wan has been saying. He's been sticking his foot in his mouth.
James Gunn?
With some of the, a lot of the stuff.
Wait, I'm about to say.
Have you heard what he said? I already told you about what he said about the Batman movie. Or the Batman movies of the 89 and stuff like that, his opinion, fine. But he ruffled a lot of feathers. Now people are thinking that this Batman Brave and Bold movie is going to be just like Batman and Robin 2.0.
I'm sort of fine with that.
What? Really?
Because I trust James Gunn. I know what James Gunn writes like.
Too much toilet humor, bad dialogue.
It will be a buddy cop movie that's like Peacemaker, but with Batman and Robin.
All right,
He could do Peacemaker and the lesser known characters. I do not trust him with Superman or Batman or any major character that's known. I don't trust him with none of them.
I'm gonna ask Mad Nucleus and No Kingdom Come. You go ahead first, Mad Nucleus. How would you counter program Matt Reeves' Battinson? Because how would you coexist with that? What would be your take to make your version of Batman different than what Matt Reeves is doing with Robert Pattinson? What would you do? What kind of take would you?
For me or for any of them?
For you, because that's the problem. You have Matt Reeves.
He has this Batman. He's doing some world building over there, and they don't seem to be interfering with his work or nothing, which I think is good, because when the studio stays out the way, you get better product. It's been proven. When they stay out the way, they look good, and the directors and stuff, they can breathe. They get breathing room and stuff like that. No matter how much you feel about, if you like this Batman version or his version of it, at least you can say, at least he's building his own thing over there, and they're staying out his way. For now, they are anyway.
So wouldn't you say if James Gunn wasn't being bothered by anybody, he could do a pretty good job?
Well, he's not being bothered by anybody though. He's not the only person he has to answer to. The Zaslav, and he's pretty much not saying anything in regards of what James Gunn needs to do
for now. I would assume that he's down his neck because he's been losing a lot of money. So,
well, the pressure is on. I mean, they're gonna blame that on. Well, that was the DCEU, but all this going on Twitter.
Zaslav is gonna want results.
Yes, I mean I agree with that, but the thing is, they're gonna they can no longer blame the DCEU because they announced this slate at the beginning of this year because everybody was wanting to know what he got in store. So he just came out with his slate, and the reception was very mixed. Some people was like, like myself, a couple things up here. Then people was like, okay, yeah, because I'm tired of the DCEU. And then there was people like me that was waiting to see to.
All right,
and
Charles.
I said, he's losing money, so the pressure is on. The pressure is really on.
All right, Charles, your question, man. If you or James Gunn, you can't combine your universe with Matt Reeves, what kind of take are you doing to compete against that?
I feel like you got to do, and it's got to be part of his new universe, right?
It's got to be part of James Gunn's new universe.
Yuck. Sorry, that's all loud. You probably do Arkham. You do Arkham like the games.
That's a real safe bet though to me.
That's super safe.
But I understand why you took it.
Yeah, because I mean the dark. I mean, it's like a Nolan movie, and then Nolan with Matt Reeves on it, and then what are you gonna do like? What you gonna do after Nolan and Matt Reeves, bro?
only difference is Nolan and Matt Reeves have better dialogue in their movies than James Gunn. It's gonna be filled with jokes and cheesy toilet humor.
a serious film from Gunn.
I think I'm hoping that it's Batman Brave and the Bold, but with Robin. I don't know if you know that version.
What's that version?
He wants to do that, but it's gonna be just like Batman and Robin all over again. Just judging by what he said about the previous Batman movies. I mean, he didn't say nothing about the Shoemaker Batmans, just Tim Burton and Nolan's Batmans, and I'm like, oh yeah, I know where he's going with this.
Nolan Batman,
but
Nolan Batman revitalized cinema.
Yeah,
Right.
You can't out Nolan Matt Reeves take though.
You can't out
Right.
Reeves
I'm
and
about
out
to say,
Nolan.
I think we actually need to go back to having Batman be at least a little bit of campy, because every other version has been too dark at this point. We've been going different shades of dark, like darker. So what else is there besides the reverse, or at least trying to humor things?
And the Cavil's little brother.
Charles disagrees. D. Smith.
Oh, with
Gunn does have a lot to prove. Nucleus low key cooking. Jim, you got some good points. James Gunn being improving with that material, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's your comfort zone, right? Why am I gonna go out and try to fight Matt Reeves and Pattinson trying to do a darker, more complex, more intricate drama piece? And that's not I don't do that normally. So why would I attempt to do it? And I'm a pale, really far comparison compared to Matt Reeves.
The fan base will never go for.
They'll never F with your Batman.
You're not going to take.
Yeah, but say you're not going to top that. You're not going to top that. That's.
You got to do something different. Like you can't out.
They sure don't want to see the Shoemaker Batmans no more, and I fear that's where James Gunn is taking this. They don't want to see.
He's proven
they don't want to see that
lighthearted comedy and dark at the same time. So
I don't trust him with Batman. I don't trust him with Superman, Batman, or any major characters.
You just want him with Booster Gold, right?
Those characters.
Hey,
that would be the safe bet, is to trust him with that. I don't trust him with Green Lantern or the Flash or none of them. I don't trust him with the Teen Titans. I wouldn't trust him with none of that.
I trust him with the Teen Titans as long as he didn't do too many like sex jokes.
Well, there's
gonna be sex jokes.
Beast
and vagina jokes.
The Beast gonna come out Raven's.
I'm worried about seeing Beast Boy's penis and shit. Something like major.
You go see this green horse walk out of
Bro, stop. I don't need you giving them ideas. I don't need to go to bed thinking that might get made.
I don't need ideas, but you
20-foot python just right on out that room.
Oh my lord!
All right.
Hey, the snake would be better.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, Batman's gonna be tough for Gunn for sure for his universe. It'll be tough because you can't out Reeves, and out Nolan, and going too far to the other way, the fan base might like this isn't our Batman.
Right.
Affleck or no ticket.
Affleck or no ticket, dude. Because if you mess that up, you mess up your Batman for your whole universe.
For your whole universe. It's almost over.
I really think he just needs to loop in the Batman and keep it as is, and then just slowly introduce Robin.
Yo, Justin, something's wrong with your connection, man.
Yeah, I would have loved if he left out Superman. He left out Batman. Robin would have been dope.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it. Kara L, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Supergirl.
like just
Bro,
leave them alone. Let them simmer.
He needed to adapt JSA year one. It has no Batman. It has no super. Well, they do get introduced, but they literally basically get jobbered at the end of the series.
Mm.
It's Flash is leading the team, fighting Green Lantern over who's the leader. Wonder Woman's in it, Black Canary is in it, Aquaman's in it, and Martian the Manhunter. That's it. That's it.
Have y'all heard about James Gunn with Gal Gadot saying that James Gunn said she get a number 3? You heard about that?
I think that really did happen, and something happened at the studio, and he had to basically cut her off. That's what I'm assuming.
I think I don't know. He doesn't like to be the bad guy. I think he would probably was like, "Oh yeah, we love you, Gal, and we might probably have you for a number 3 movie."
Yeah, same old spinning bullshit. I mean, I don't trust nothing that comes out that dude's mouth, man. That dude is a shyster, bro.
Oh man.
I disagree with you.
His Twitter, I mean, the way he conducts himself on Twitter, I'm like, this dude ain't built to run no studio. I'm sorry. I don't dislike him personally, but I do not think he's fit to run a studio. Now, giving him D-list heroes to work with, that's his specialty. But you're dealing with Superman, you're dealing with Batman, you're dealing with characters, you're dealing with Green Lantern and stuff like that, and something to do with Wonder Woman and all these spin-offs of these characters and stuff. And you start your universe off officially with Creature Commandos.
I do agree with you. That was a dumb idea. You know,
like what are you doing?
Let me ask you this question. Do you believe the Mad Nucleus? Do you, I'm talking to you, believe that James Gunn is pushing too much for what he likes? Because what we really need is a sample of everything in the universe. We need a little bit of cosmic, a little bit of street, a little bit of mysticism, and other stuff. What is your take? Because to me, I'm just seeing a lot of James Gunn, and also James Gunn.
Okay, I agree with you there. What you're saying, that's an absolute yes. But haven't you noticed that all the fan favorite characters, whether good or bad, people want to see, he just waves off like, we're not doing it. Nobody want to see that. I was like, well, if fans are saying they want to see it, why aren't you pushing more for a plan for it? And he's like Dr. Fate in Black Adam.
What I'm saying,
like people wanted to see Dr. Fate, more Dr. Fate, and he pretty much brushed that off.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, brother, is he needs to be doing samples of each different sector of the universe. He's just doing James Gunn shit.
Yeah.
What's your take on that in particular?
It goes back to what I said. He wants to do comedy and jokes and stuff like that, and it's like I said too. He's dealing with these characters that don't deal with that. They're all about getting to the point. They don't play no games. They're all about business, like Superman, like Batman, like Robin when he's Nightwing and stuff like that. Now Booster Gold and all that that's something he can work on. Starting your universe off with Creature Commandos and knowing them, how he's going to treat them and how they probably are. I don't know how they are as characters. Look for that to be a joke fest in the anime, the animation.
You're actually wrong, Justin. He started off his universe with Blue Beetle.
That's what he says, but he's not going to claim that.
No, he did.
The movie even did well. You think he's going to claim that after this is over?
He said it starts as. He said it.
He said that character was with Blue Beetle. He says that, but let's see if his actions match his words.
I agree.
Because that movie made no money. People wanted to see it, but then they were turned off by it. Like there was a group of people that really wanted to see this movie because they had already made it. It's already out. Yeah, I like the trailer. I think this is good, but they were turned off by it. And he claims that's the first character of the universe, but money talks, BS walks. Take the money. Zaslav isn't going to pour any more money into a Blue Beetle 2, even though I heard they left it open. I heard they had left it open, but it didn't leave a whole lot open.
Not
just in case.
Not when he can make Barbie 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what made him all the money.
Yeah.
Gotta go where the money is, man.
I don't know. I mean, that obviously was studio execs say, "Hey, James, you better say this is part of your universe so we can say Blue Beetle," and it didn't work. You can't force and
Well-
the stuff in to make it work, and then it's just because now it just puts your new stuff already on a downtrend. Like,
True.
how are you gonna back? You can't retcon saying this start a new universe,
Yep.
and then it's not like that makes your words.
Repeat that.
Everything that comes out, you're like, I don't know if this is going to be canon or not. Because you might say it now, and then later on, we act like the movie never existed.
True. Talk to him.
You're not building up a good.
Well, it's gonna be a race from the universe. I mean, I don't know how he can explain how that's gonna go in his new universe if this is a part of the DCEU. And I don't know, man. It's just messed. I don't think he has a clear plan. Honestly. I mean, y'all can take it with y'all want to take it, but I don't think he has a clear plan.
I think he does, but the problem I believe is just James Gunn. There isn't enough variety there. There's very little in.
Why would he lie about that though? 2 Batman movies is still a terrible idea.
I mean,
I agree. It should be one. It should be only one. There can only
he
be
lied about Ben Affleck coming to have talks to direct this Batman movie, which I knew was total BS.
Yeah, I mean, some of that's just.
And I think
formal, like, yeah, thanks for your good job, kid. And
yeah. Your check is in the mail.
Yeah. I agree, because if you look at Kevin Feige, he's not a director; he's a producer.
Yeah,
no.
You know what I'm saying? I think directors, as head of like stuff like this, can get a little bit wonky in terms of direction, rather than someone who's looking at overall a little bit more of a balanced mindset.
Yes.
A director is just like, yo, this is my style, so everything is going to translate in my style to everything in this side of the studio.
Yeah, it's hard to balance both.
Hard to balance both, right? Because you have to be hard to be a creator and then like on the business mind part of it.
Yeah.
Or if you just had someone on the business side getting creatives, right? They only know how to create within the confines of this, but the business idea is already in place to make them kind of succeed. With James Gunn, he might just be like, "Oh, Creature Commandos, that's fun," but who's really interested in something like that?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. How you start your universe off with something like that? Because people was like, Creature Commando, what the fuck is that?
I think it's fine, but the only problem is like you can't shoot for the same thing in too many areas. That's why I said he needs a sample. He really needs to go see somebody in the comics department, like a Jim Lee, and have them or write the universe. Write a map, a good enough map, a loose enough map that he can follow, and then get a couple of different directors that aren't him and aren't his style, to start writing parts of the universe so he doesn't spread himself too thin. Because I think he's going to spread himself too thin, where he's solely sitting there writing everything himself. He's going to need other people. If you want to start like shooting these out at a good enough pace, getting some footwork, getting some people to actually like be interested in this and getting different ideas. That's the main problem I want to say is he needs other ideas. I need to see something else besides James Gunn.
I got you.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm on an 11-minute clock here.
Here's the deal. Does anybody really want to work with James Gunn like that? To that capacity. Now, I'm not talking about the actors, but other directors and producers. Do they really want to work with James Gunn and adhere to his style? Well, I got this that you would be interested in, but you have to do it this way. And they're going to go, you don't hire me to do it this way. I'm going to do it my way. That's why you're talking to me and stuff like that. So it'll be a lot of unknowns working on projects.
This is fine.
It's going to be an unknown working on Green Lantern and that Wonder Woman Amazon thing.
That's fine.
Say what?
I don't think that's a problem.
Anyway, Donovan, what were you saying? You got to bounce.
Yeah, so I'm on the clock for 11 minutes. I got Charles, I got a question for you, man, because
Oh shit.
I got a question for you because I've left some of the comic book scene a little bit, and I need a little refresher on some stuff. So Black Comic Lords, shout out to them. They're probably live right now with Wakanda Whiskey and Blurdum. They did a little video about the War of Independence, and it's a cover that had all these black independent superheroes on it from black comic book creators. They made a call to action saying, "Hey, let's do it in 2023, 2024 with the current creators." How possible do you think that is?
Oh, I think it's possible. They've done it. He said he'd done it before, right? Tony Criddle did something like that before.
I think he did with like 4 characters on his cover.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, I think it'll be possible with like similar numbers. I don't think it'll be like a lot of people, but yeah. I don't. I'm. Is it like an anthology thing, or
I think it's like
a finite story with a bunch of characters?
I think it's just a cover. I'm not sure, like, because I'm confused about like if you do a cover, like there has to be some contents within the cover, right?
Exactly.
It would just be like it's a variant cover, but
which
like,
is interesting that you're even on this because something it like leads perfectly into that was where somebody had this was in the writer's block where they I guess I don't know if they're big or not, I don't know, but they made like Acolyte. They made their character like punch a hole through Acolyte and like tagged him, tagged the Concrete Universe.
Ooh.
They said don't do that. So we were talking like, okay, like where's the line for that? Like people tag like Superman and do fan art and stuff like that. And I guess like at this level, maybe you should ask. I guess. Which is similar to what Tony's doing, I guess. But I was talking to Brian, and I was like, you know, if I was doing something similar like that, it probably wouldn't be as tasteless as just disrespecting someone's art. But I probably wouldn't ask.
Let's see, H&H Comics, War of the Independence #2 is the book. All those black characters were just in that issue.
Okay.
Story and cover.
Oh,
hell no. Nope.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Nope. Hey. Not gonna happen. Nope. Sorry.
I think they'll get a few. I don't think it'll be massive.
I don't think it'll be massive either.
You're not gonna have your character beat up my character. Fuck that. My character's beating up all your characters.
Oh, it's the Rock and Vin
Diesel. See, that's the motherfucking problem. We gotta let that ego go. We gotta let that ego go.
No chance in hell.
To sell comics, unless yours is like God tier, you gotta let that ego go.
It's interesting. Man, I don't think there'll be a lot. I think there'll be a few.
Not as much as worded because that was a good cover. The cover had like a good 10, 15 characters on the cover, man. Like that was legit. Like I could see like Tony's done like 3 or 4 right on the cover.
This so he already has experience. He'll reach out to obviously people he's already done it with, and then some others.
Ain't no way you can 5+ people, 10 characters from 10 different creators for one. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. That's gonna happen. Who's gonna sell the comic? Who's gonna get the variants?
No, rights is what I was about to say. How much? How
much we charging?
Right. A $30 book.
Who's the artist?
Book? Just the artist? So everybody gets their piece of cut.
Who's gonna write? I don't like that idea. I don't like the idea for this panel. We should do something else for that panel. I don't like. There's no way, bro. No way.
I think they can get along that much, bro. I think it's more about payment. Payment will be the ultimate. Like how much am I getting? Anything else, I think they'll be fine. They'll be fine. I
think it's like creativity.
A good agreement.
I think it's like, yo, my character is in 8 pages. Like, no, my character needs to be in 10 pages. No, my character needs to be. How come my character is only in 3 pages? Like, I think it's gonna be creativity.
That I can believe.
Rather than you couldn't even if they can't even get to payment, that'd be a miracle. If we can get to payment,
I think it'll be a few. I think it'll be
5 strong ones.
I'll give them 5 to 10. Character lineup right now: Black Jock. Okay, not right now.
Oh,
Captain Africa is the guy. That guy's from South Africa. Oh, this is current lineup.
That's what they got right now signed up.
Ooh, Shadowhawk
Lady,
and
lady.
Dreadlocks,
Nice.
Captain
Those
Africa.
are two good names. I know who those two are.
Oh, for the War of the Independence book, right?
Okay.
Yeah, number 2. That's what he's talking about. Because I remember seeing the art for
Wait a
Flavor
minute.
Flav and Chucky.
How old is that? Captain Africa is not that new.
The War of the Independence. That's
I'm
an
about
old
to
book.
say, like, Blackjack is a character from the night. Was
wait, is there another Captain Africa?
And Shadowhawk was written in the 90s as well.
The white Captain Africa with the Falcon look.
Oh, so this guy is doing fan art.
Yeah, no, it's the 2012 book.
I can never tell anymore.
War of Independence number 2.
Yeah, another one.
Ain't no way.
I'm not
they can do a cover. They might be able to do a cover. Ain't no way you can do a story. There's no way. They will. I don't have the time. I'm on issue number 5 of my book. I'm issue number 6 of my book. Nah, ain't no way, bro. They can do a story.
Cover I think so, man. If they, I think if you only had like 5-6 characters, that would be the max.
Maybe 5-6.
Story. They just have to. Story. Honestly, you just have to give in to 1 or 2 people's vision for it. I try to do a writing table with people, and I write more backwards. Well, whatever.
I know what you mean.
I write
I know
my
what you
end
mean.
first,
The end first,
and people don't write like that typically, so and that drives me nuts. So, like, okay, so where's this going? Like, we'll get to that. Nah, B. I'm out. I'm out. So no, I can't. That drives me nuts. So I couldn't do a writer's table or anything with people that are writing as they go.
Like, bro, if they put Pan African Phantom in there and they job them out on the first page, you'd be like, "Yo, what's going on?"
Hey, see how he looking, Donovan? See how menacing he was.
What's going on?
Dr. Doom over here.
Pan African Phantom, and then he gets killed in the first panel. Like,
first panel.
Nah. That I have serious problems.
Me.
No, you know, if he dies by my own brother, as he dies by my own brother.
It's always your own people, bro. It really be your own.
It'd be your own people, and he just fades like Dr. Manhattan.
Crazy.
That's
yeah,
funny.
man. I don't know. That seems impossible to me. But and no offense, I think any creators, you put 6 or 7 people with their own IPs and their own ideas trying to do some team up shit.
I think 5 or 6 is max. I want to do it so bad, but
you get messy. But 7 writers together for one goal, like a TV show, like, hey, you guys gotta write for this IP or this thing. Sure. 7 people with their own ideas or their own creations trying to team up to do one story.
Yeah.
Too many cooks.
That's heavy.
Yeah,
that's a lot of cooks.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be taking charge. Who the fuck do you think Ain't no way, bro. I mean, maybe I'd like to be wrong. I'd buy it. Shit. You know
I'll definitely support it. For sure.
Same here.
Yeah. Justin, would you buy a Black independent comic book?
A Black independent comic book. I mean,
setup right there.
I mean, if they just showcasing, if it's just a comic book where they're just showcasing, representing all of us as a whole, then I'll be like, yeah. But you know, some of y'all saying that they got us, got all these black heroes pitting against each other just for some pissing contest or something. So I was like, I don't know, man. I mean, I just that is out, but it should be like we should be more world, you know. It should be more known. You know, I just think we all need to support every black hero that ever comes out, you know, like we did Black Panther. You know, I wish more of us was watching the Black Lightning TV show and, you know, stuff like that. Because I was like, this might be the only time you'll see characters on the screen or something or get that kind of representation. Excuse me.
It was on for 4 seasons.
Yeah, I know it was on for 3 or 4 seasons, I forgot, but they were gonna do a spinoff with another black character, you know, kind of bad turns good, but it never came about. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. But
yeah,
I don't see no problem anybody getting it though.
It was a Static Shock. That's realistically what the problem with Black Lightning is. It wasn't Static Shock, bro.
True.
No one gave a fuck. Like
but Static Shock came after Black Lightning. Black Lightning is the original.
But who's more popular?
Bro. This generation.
I know this generation only knows Static Shock. I get that.
This generation, like our generation, or the younger? The younger generation do not know.
No, our
generation in the 2000s, the kids that grew up in the 2000s, man.
Yeah,
and they're still on that. They're still rallying for that. So, you know, I get that, man. I mean,
yeah.
I'm just saying, if it was Static, we would have already, like, we would have had, or at least been very close to a universe with more characters.
Yeah, well, I
but you ain't have smart people that put that together
before live action, for sure.
True.
That milestone movie, definitely. I
y'all asked, y'all asked me when I first came in here about Rebel Moon, and I just said, you know, that's a great Christmas gift. And I mean, if it's the Star Wars you've been looking for, then good. I mean, that's if you're a Star Wars fan and you've been yearning for something different. Zach will give you something different. That's all I'm gonna say, because it's definitely not gonna be woke.
I'll wait to see what word of mouth.
I mean, I won't be awake watching it. It looks like I can fall asleep from the trailer.
Woo!
That shit looks boring.
That's gonna get a theatrical release.
Uncle Jackson, gift for who?
Well, I mean,
oh man, that's a new movie to show at SnyderCon for the next 5-10 years.
Oh Lord, stop it! Not the SnyderCon.
Stop, bro.
SnyderCon.
He's already dead. He's already dead.
Oh wow.
I mean, I didn't see the trailer, so I can't really judge, man.
I sent it to you.
The creator looks like it's running circles around Rebel Moon. Look, I want to see the creator.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that looks good. That I don't know about running circles, but that looks good. That looks good. Gareth Evans, yeah, that looks good.
Oh man, running laps over it, maybe.
Oh man.
But I get the feeling that might not make as much money as it probably should, just because somebody's gonna be the wrong word of mouth, and then they're like, "Oh, I ain't gonna go see it." I'm like, "Oh." But I get it, right? People don't want to pay their $10 because they feel they've been let down too much.
That would have made a really good Apple.
In December, I'm going to go see Ferrari.
You want to see Ferrari?
So I'm willing to throw my money out, but it better be damn good.
They postponed Dune 2?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Dune isn't coming because of the writer's strike.
Yeah, Ferrari. I'll wait till that come on.
Look,
streaming.
Dune 2 is cooked, even if they did delay it. I think.
Damn.
No, I think it was going to be the one that made them actually.
You think?
Everybody was talking about Doom after they saw it on HBO Max.
Dune has become the movie that's like
effect.
I don't know. People feel like, oh, that's the movie I fell asleep on. I don't know about Dune 2, man. I think there was intrigue for the first one. Now the second one, I think people are gonna be like, fell asleep in the first one. I'm good. I don't know.
Because it wasn't the original.
I never seen the
first
original.
The first Doom is not anything to write home about, brother.
Yeah, the first Doom's boring as hell.
It was okay.
The original Dune is boring as hell.
The 80s joint?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nah, y'all know the story about Dune and Star Wars and all that shit, right?
Oh, yeah, please,
I know of it. I'll just say
of it? Yeah. Well, Dune is technically like the OG of them all. The book.
Yeah. I really think he based it more on Buck Rogers.
It's basically John Carter sci-fi. And then they try to film it with a Mexican director back in the 70s, a famed Mexican director, and it didn't finish. They didn't film it, right? But he casted his son. They did all the artwork and shit for it, right? They used the artwork for like other films outside of the Dune movie, like Star Wars and Indiana Jones. Aliens
was one of the big ones.
Yes. So from the failed crash Dune movie that never came to be, rose Star Wars, rose other sci-fi films. I think it was like 70. They tried to do it too early. It was like 1974. They're trying to do it.
There were like 4 people tried to get Dune.
Yeah, they did. They
finally did.
Production for like 20 years before it came out.
They're about a few years too early because in 77 Star Wars came out. They tried to do it in 74, bro.
Timing.
Yep.
Timing, man.
And it was other stuff. It was problems with production costs and all that stuff.
Or does it suck that you didn't get your due?
Oh, say again, Charles.
I said, does it feel good that you launched like this genre,
Mm-hmm.
or does it suck that you didn't get your due?
It sucks because you didn't get your due. No one knows that. Everyone sees Dune and they're like, oh, that's a Star Wars copy. It's like, dude, Dune came first, technically.
But the only people that know about it is fans of the franchise or fans of the genre.
Let's be real. Dune was too overly full of itself any damn way. Star Wars was a nice, easy package for us to watch.
Yeah, but
Dune
the credit would have been given.
Going on.
Right.
As my brother said, he fell asleep watching it.
Yeah, but even if it flopped, it would have got the credit that, hey, Star Wars and everything was influenced by Dune. Now it's the other way. Dune was influenced by Star Wars. People assume that, but
I still think George Lucas, Buck Rogers was more influential.
And that's the thing, right? Like, you'll make something brilliant, and like a dumbed down version will become the hit,
the thing,
the hit thing. And it could have been like, if that dumbed down version came out first, and you came out after, then it'd be it's like. And it's hard to think like this, but if you saw Matt Reeves' Batman, and then you saw The Dark Knight is still going to be crazy. Like it's the dark. You know what I'm saying? It held up.
Yeah.
So like it's.
But what's crazy?
What happened?
I was saying what's crazy is a lot of these movies don't get the credit until 30 and 40 years after it comes out. Like, look at Blade Runner. Blade Runner set the bar for visuals. If you've seen that movie, you would not believe that movie came out in 1982. The way it looks visually.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The OG has become a legendary, terrible movie. The 80s then was David Lynch taking out his anger on George Lucas.
Oof,
man. Bruh.
That's one way of putting it.
Yo, y'all know what I found out today about movies?
What?
So, like, Apple has like a deal with movie productions. I'm not sure if it still holds up. So, in Knives Out, the way how you find out who the killer is immediately is that the killer doesn't have an Apple phone; they have an Android. Because Apple has a contract where villains and antagonists in films can't use their phones. So if you ever see a murder mystery or anything like that with a villain and or a character has an Android, they're more than likely.
I gotta look at Glass Onion now. Hold on.
Bro, who actually like who?
Because Apple sponsored it. There's money.
I'm about to say
bad guys cannot use Apple devices.
That shit out. That's more what I want to know. Bad guys cannot use Apple devices. Okay.
That's weird, but okay.
Right.
But I mean,
yeah.
Look, any murder mystery now is ruined.
So great. Good guys only rock with Apple.
Good guys only rock with Apple.
Put that in your advertisement.
You're freaking right.
Yeah. That shit sucks. Because now I'm going to see the movies like, oh, that's the bad guy right there. He's using Android.
Damn, why would they leak that?
Now the element of surprise is gone.
Damn,
bro. But I don't know, something like that. Like, man, like I'll be pissed. Like, yo, that ruins my whole that story is like compromised. Literally.
Well, there goes Clue remake.
Hey.
You got that damn right, man. You got that right, man. Shit, the Clue done, bro. The Clue right there in the hand. Here's your Clue. Here's your Clue right here. This is your Clue right here, yo.
They would make that a couple years ago, but something fell through with that, and
I heard about that.
That movie because that movie was perfectly acted and done. They just messed up when they didn't show all the endings in the movie. The story was they only showed one of the endings in the movie, but they didn't show all three.
Movie theater you went to, depending on what movie theater you went to.
Have everyone use Androids and you're moving, you're good. Unless it's on Apple.
They didn't use all three. It didn't matter which one.
Unless it's on Apple TV. unless it's on Apple, then obviously they're gonna use Apple devices
for the
for
advertising.
his.
Yep. Yeah, you get a phone, you get a phone, you get a phone, you die. Okay,
don't
no,
get
you don't get one.
You don't get a phone.
Yeah.
You're only in the movie for 5 minutes. You
Flag,
don't need
goose.
Yeah,
Oh man,
that shit sucks. It's like, hey, Apple's gonna give you $10 million for your budget, but here's the catch: the villain
oh
can't
man.
use
Hopefully
the
they don't get
phone.
I guess that'll give the other guy a little bit of an edge. The other murder mystery guy, on the Nile.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but all
What's his
those
name?
movies are time.
But those are in a time anyway.
And like before cell phones were used.
That's a good point.
They're period films. Period films. Yep. Yep.
Ooh,
Any modern?
We're gonna have to do when Uncle Jack comes back. We're gonna have to do a versus of that genre versus Ryan Johnson's
Oh,
the murder mystery battle royale.
Battle Royale. Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
we still
I
gotta
like
do a tier list, man. That could be a tier list too.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. I like both those. I like what they've done with that. It's like they like brought it up out of nowhere.
Yeah. It's a nice little subgenre, huh?
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking.
What y'all think about the haunting joint?
What's
The
that?
haunting? The haunting of Hill House? The book?
I think he's talking about the movie series.
The haunting.
The Haunting.
Is there a new haunting movie?
I'm not sure about a new haunting joint. Haunting of Hill House?
I can see them doing a reboot, just like they did with The Conjuring. Make like 50 damn sequels.
The haunting murder mystery. Oh, so like I think I know what you're talking about. Like the ghost telling people like Black Phone almost, essentially.
Oh.
Sequel
there's
to
a new one.
Oh, that is the sequel with
yeah,
Michelle
yeah.
Yeoh now.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a new
shit.
one.
There's
the
about to
trailer.
be one. There's about to be one in theaters.
Oh, I've been watching. Yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Yeah,
With Michelle Yeoh.
it's a bit campy, but that I like it. I like both those. I like what Glass Onion and Knives Out did, and I like what they did. They're both campy, but I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, he got the stash and everything. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's hiding a scar underneath that.
Ooh. Is that from the books?
Yes. Apparently.
Nice. Yeah, I don't mind that genre. It just came out of nowhere. It's kind of like
yes.
the way.
Nice little subgenre.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way. What's the other one that came out? The horror one started with Ethan Hawke.
Black Phone.
No, before that, the Ethan Hawke one. It spanned the whole. It started The Conjuring, and it was the first one.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
Yeah,
It was in the first one.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like the ones like The Conjuring, where it's just.
Yeah, I just forgot what the first one was called.
They just. I just call it The Conjuring because there's like a
Conjuring, right?
Yeah, it's not. It was before The Conjuring, but I know. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up. Someone bug me.
Ethan Hawke horror. I don't remember.
Yeah, he was the first. He started that. Well, he didn't start the.
Was
genre.
it Ghost? Ghost? The Ghost?
No, it wasn't Ghost.
No,
There were ghosts in it. Ethan Hawke. IMDb.
I remember that joint.
It was the first one. It was low budget. It started the whole like jump scare thing. Was no more jump scares. Like it's just you're scared and shit.
All I could think of was The Conjuring, brother, and then it just.
And then you know what I'm talking about. What was it called?
See what horror joint is coming out this fall. They don't have no big ones.
Other than the Nun, that's not really a fall, but it's late summer.
Yeah,
It comes out next week.
Edge and Edge Comics says Sinister.
Sinister.
There you go.
Sinister.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sinister. I don't think I've seen the trailer to that yet. Oh yes, the new Saw too.
That's where that whole thing, The Conjuring, came off of it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Annabelle,
Yeah.
All that stuff came off of Sinister.
Yeah. And the new Saw movie.
As if we needed another one of those.
They did a new
Saw
Saw movie this fall.
It's
coming out.
Damn, Ethan Hawke has 50 films. 60.
60. The man worked.
Man, working.
Hey, when these characters get popular, this is what happens. They come with 200 sequels.
Yep. 70. I'm sorry. 73 films.
73 films. Damn.
Yeah. 73 official films.
Let me look at Nicolas
Same
Cage.
director as Black Phone. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a ton of sense now.
Same director of Black Phone. Yep. Nicolas Cage filmography. You guys think Nicolas Cage has more movies than Ethan Hawke?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, most definitely.
he's got his own genre. Him and Jackie Chan.
Right.
76.
76, same amount.
Just by 2. He has 2
Oh
over.
man, yo, look, he's gonna outpace him though. Like Nicolas Cage, he just came out Rhinefeld this year.
Right.
Yeah.
Nicolas
Right,
Cage
yep.
stay busy, bro.
He stayed busy, man. He's got this new.
Yep.
He's gonna pay off those statues.
Over the last 5 years, man, he's done about 10 films a year.
So he got to have some money to pay for that shit.
Oh, he's got. I'm pretty sure he's
He's
gone. He's
just a martial arts actor.
He's definitely in the green now, especially after Spider-Verse. I'm sure he got a.
Most definitely.
Shit, they want to do a Spider-Man Noir TV series. I heard something like that.
I'm here for that.
Bruh,
that. No, I'm like the only guy.
I'm mad Across the Spider-Verse ain't coming out for like a minute now.
They're gonna, they got enough.
Thanks a lot to the strikes, right?
Yeah. Thanks to the strikes, because now that shit might be like 2026.
Damn.
Yeah, I was
and the longer they go on, the more they're gonna postpone.
Tie them folks up in a room and make them do it.
Yeah, I'm hot. Chris Rock Jigsaw movie died. Spiral.
Yeah.
Spiral. Yeah. How did that do?
Not good.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
Not good enough.
I guess they said, no, we got to take it back to the original series.
Oh, man, they milking this shit.
Y'all ready for some black spiritual horror?
Woo!
Yeah, how was that movie that one movie that came out back in June? What was that?
Blackening?
Yeah, what was that good?
It was a comedy. It was funny.
Yeah.
I need to see that.
No
one would go with me. Everyone was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I saw scary. Everyone was like, I saw Scary Movie. I'm good.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. We can't make parodies. Come on.
Yeah, it's a.
I'm saying like I wanted to go see it, but I wanted to go see it with a group of people, and they was all just like, "Nah, bro."
I've already seen Scary Movie. Are you kidding? Was that the first horror parody?
Right.
Oh man, come on.
Man. Just because you saw a Scary Movie doesn't mean you can't see any more parodies.
Completely different.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah, low budget, some young talent trying to put something together. Yeah, give them some support.
Come on, man, support.
Give them some support.
Change it up. I've seen Scary Movie. That would have pissed me off.
it did to me, bro. I showed them the trailer. I showed them the trailer on top of that.
Would you say that to their face? Would you say that to the actor's face? No, I'm good, brother. I saw a Scary Movie.
Fuck. Come on, bro. Even if you have, the last Scary Movie was like 20 years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm at the Last Voyage of the Demeter didn't do too well. I thought that was gonna do.
It was a good one, bro.
I heard it was a good movie. Bombed completely.
I feel for that main actor, guy. That guy can't get a break.
Yeah, my parents said that was a good movie.
It was a good movie, man. Homeboy from Walking Dead can't catch a break. Dr. Dre. From,
Dr. Dre. They gave him 24. Bombed. I think they gave him Jason Bourne too. They tried him in that.
Yeah, he can't sell, bro.
It was Jason Bourne?
Upsetting.
Oh,
wow. He didn't become Jason Bourne, but they
tried. I know what you meant.
They're trying to give him the series after. I was like, damn, this guy.
You can't sell shit.
Call your agent. Tell him no.
Y'all don't think he's a good actor?
Call your agent.
I think he's good.
I think he's good, but he's a flops.
Yeah, he killed Dre. He killed it as Dre. He killed it as a 24 guy. And he was good in Walking Dead. I mean, he was a side character in Walking Dead, but he's good.
I like him in The Heights. He was fine in The Heights. A little music.
Yeah, I would like him. I like him more than Jason Jr. Washington.
Ooh, hey, chill.
Nah, he's good.
You like him better than John David?
Nah, he's 5'8". Stop it.
No, I'm consulting McKee Stanfield though.
I ordered my hot sauce an hour ago. Fuck out of here.
Oh man, they cloned Tyrone with solid summer work. I didn't see it. I heard it was okay.
That's a good one. You should check it out.
It felt like an episode of Boondocks to me.
Felt like episode of Boondocks.
Yeah,
episode of Boondocks.
It was good. It was good. I mean, it's not like groundbreaking, but it was good.
Solid.
Well
Sometimes
said
you just
there,
gotta do
Charles.
that. Just make
Well
a
said.
goddamn good movie. Like
Yeah.
I was hoping for
sometimes you
something a
just gotta make
little
good movie.
different. I was hoping for some more seasoning.
You thought it was gonna be
a
Jordan
little light on
Peele?
the
You thought it was gonna
seasoning.
be Jordan Peele level of a twist or whatever?
I was hoping for a smidge of Jordan Peele.
Mm.
That would probably be a good mix, but yeah, it just was a good film. It reminds me kind of I wouldn't be surprised if what's his name had his hands in it. Boots Riley.
Mm-hmm.
He's another guy I started following because I watched I'm Not a Virgo, I Am a Virgo. I can't remember, but that was good. Not some massive twist. It just really
Straightforward.
Straightforward, but it's weird, super weird because the guy's like a giant. But
oh, Uncle Jack said he didn't wear the dress.
I'm not even gonna knock it because I want to go, and I haven't seen Sorry to Bother You, so I want to watch that next.
Oh man, that movie is crazy, man.
I heard.
You can say, hey, sorry to bother you. That you can say that's like a precursor to the behavior of Armie Hammer, because he was in the movie. But if you heard about where Armie Hammer was up to over the last couple years,
I didn't want to know.
I mean, it was crazy, man. I was like, man, this movie is samey as hell.
Yeah, he got into some stuff. We'll leave it at that.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Uncle Jack said we knocking the brother's height.
We knocking the brother.
Whose height?
Nah, somebody was. I forgot the argument I got into. Like, oh, why isn't what's his name a action star yet? I'm like, you got to be like Tom Cruise if you're gonna be 5'8". You got to be. I want to see you running.
Yeah,
running up and down the train,
bruh.
Full sprint with the arms.
Full sprint the entire time. Don't stop.
Yeah.
And Disney did Lake Keith Steinfeld a little dirty, man, switching out his movie with the Marvels, sending the Haunted Mansion to shouldn't that shit basically to flop.
Damn.
Haunted Mansion was supposed to come out in November, which was still stupid. That should be coming out October.
It should have swapped October. Yeah.
They swapped it with the Marvels to save the Marvels. The Marvels was supposed to come out last month.
Yeah,
it was supposed to come out in July.
It would have bombed.
It would have bombed, and they swapped it to give it more time so it won't bomb. But guess what?
So it's
still gonna bomb.
Split the neck of Haunted Mansion.
You think that's gonna bomb?
Just to save Miss Marvel.
I think maybe 500,000 if they're lucky.
Well, this time the Marvels ain't got the Avengers to piggyback off of. So yeah, it's gonna be real interesting to see what it does on its own.
With the way the Marvel's been downtrending, that shit's gonna bomb.
I just wish my girl Tayana didn't have to be a sacrifice.
She didn't have to be a sacrifice. See, black women can't
Marvel.
sell movies.
I like Miss Marvel, man.
So she gonna be the one to die. Well, okay.
Oh, nah, she ain't gonna die. They gave her power. They gave her powers. Nah, they invested too much.
I have no beef with Brie Larson. She's just dumb. That's it. I have no beef with her. She's just dumb.
Could you say that again closer to the microphone?
She's just dumb. She just why pick a fight with people that built the freaking MCU? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's it. I don't gotta go into detail. That's it. This is why fight them.
I'm gonna say it, Charles, because I'm an independent woman.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, well, we can't get into that Red Pill talk. We're not fresh.
Identity politics. Sounds like Disney. Welcome to Disney. Identity politics.
Please. YouTube, don't demonetize it. E. Smith, take that back.
I will not, but I will say my actions are my actions alone and do not reflect members of this podcast. So anybody who is listening that tries to demonetize it, just censor me for 2-3 seconds.
No, Dion thinks Brie Larson's stupid too. So
I wouldn't do that to nobody's podcast, but man, that's a whole nother can of worms. That's a whole nother can of worms, man.
That was not the best look doing that interview during that time period.
It was not.
Wait, what interview? Are you talking about when she did Marvels or Miss the first one?
The interview where she basically said that the white male fans, you guys are not welcome to watch the film.
Like, why pick? It's just like there's just so many ways to get your point across, but also like,
your phrasing needed to be way better if you were gonna say something like that.
Yeah, like come on. So
she hit it.
I think see the point of picking a fight.
She hit a bill, and I think with that film. I think it was just like, yo, the MCU was on an unstoppable train.
Mm-hmm.
She just got caught in that, and maybe she just felt like, oh, I'm
Yeah, she felt invincible.
It wasn't just that interview though that derailed the train.
She felt invincible. I don't know.
It wasn't just that interview that derailed the train though. It was a collection of stuff. It don't take just that one interview.
Yeah, Peele's got another movie.
December 2024.
I haven't heard about it.
I haven't heard about that. Jordan Peele's next movie. It's probably not going to come out in 2024 because, like I said, them strikes they say is going to go well into next year. So
he's done.
You might as well just find a date on 2026 or 25.
Psychological thriller. He's done Clones. What will be next?
I don't know.
I want to see him do a drama.
I want to see him direct a biopic, man.
Because thrillers are just as good as horror movies because that intensity keeps building.
Erotic thriller.
For sure.
I say thrillers. He should go the thrillers route more than
Justin. You said erotica, Jordan Peele erotica.
What just happened?
I said he's gonna do him knowing him. He might try an erotic thriller. He might
an erotic thriller.
What's an erotic thriller?
A Tyler Perry movie where
have you seen those? I'll explain it to him. I think y'all are probably younger than me, but in the let's say the early '90s, early and mid '90s, late night they would do these B movies where sex and intrigue, suspense. These like
basic instinct, right?
Basic instinct without the budget on Cinemax and Showtime and stuff like that.
Wild
Things can't work now. There's no way.
I think they can still get away with Wild
Things. They still, dog. They would get away with some stuff then. Trust me, now it's nothing. That's nothing.
Wild Things was.
They cannot do Wild Things now.
Yes, bro.
They cannot.
Yes, they could. Wild Things was tame compared to what they get away with now.
As a woman power.
Didn't they do Spring Breakers like 10 years ago? It's not like similar shit.
You said Spring Break.
Similar vibe, but that was more of robbery and thugs versus Wild Things was
the B movie stuff,
white collar crime.
Well, the stuff that they came out with was kind of tame. Even though they were rated R, they had some nudity, but like the more softcore stuff that came on Cinemax and Showtime, late nights and stuff, that was the stuff. But Jordan Peele probably ain't gonna have gratuitous nudity in his movie. He's not probably gonna have that.
Something like that, bro.
I can see him doing an erotic thriller though, but
woman era is dead. They would never. Ain't no way. Way. That's
with all the identity politics. Yeah, you're right. Thinking about it with all the identity politics and stuff, it ain't gonna.
I was a kid, but like they wouldn't let me see nothing. But Wild Things.
I think they could.
Wild Things was tame, man. I'm telling you, man. That was a movie more about the twist of it.
It wasn't deep action.
Television is done after the strike. Yeah, there's gonna be a big break.
It's gonna be rough. Yeah, it's a wrap.
Wasn't that Lovecraft Country?
Erotica
thriller.
Country?
Silk Stockings.
Yeah, that was the TV show back in the day. It was a great TV show.
Oh man, I don't know. That must be.
It came on NBC like late nights at 10 o'clock, and then USA Network started showing it too around the same time.
Oh my god!
And deal in conjunction and stuff.
I'm just trying to see a 2023 Wild Things, bro.
on the
it wouldn't be as good. I don't think it would be as good unless you had the right kind of director.
They don't do those kind of films anymore.
There were directors who specialized in genres like this.
The object girl thing, I just don't see it anymore. The girls, the sex. I don't know how they can do it without the sex object girl. That was the whole point. Like, so.
What was the show with The Weeknd and Johnny Depp's daughter that just got canceled? Oh man, The Idol.
I
watched
3 episodes of that shit, bro. Because I'm a Weeknd.
I haven't seen that.
How was it?
Man, it's atrociously. It's entertainingly bad to me.
Okay. It's trash TV.
It's trash TV. It's straight up trash TV.
I
So if
didn't
you
watch
like
the other
trash
one. Was
TV,
Zendaya too? Was there which one was
Euphoria? That
I
actually
didn't
is
watch that.
critically acclaimed. That's actually decent. The Idol is just Jerry Springer attempt of that. Essentially.
Oh, jeez, Jerry Springer. Ouch. Jesus Christ.
This shit makes it's really bad TV, but
I
it's
saw the
entertainingly bad, in my
icon
opinion.
on HBO Max and I scrolled past it. I was like, nah.
Nah, B.
The
Not
icon.
today.
Johnny Depp's daughter went for it. I mean, I gave her credit for trusting people for the role, but like
That's not her first role, is it?
I think it's supposed to be her breakout role. Like the first episode, pretty much they try to hide the fact that she had a leaked image of her with cum on her face on the internet.
Oh, dang.
And
Oh, I didn't see that.
Wait, what?
Did they show it though?
What?
I gotta
Did
ask.
they
Did they show it?
The character or
They
the
eventually show it. Yeah,
Oh,
they show the image of her
The
with her
character
mouth
or the
up.
actress?
The character
In the show, okay.
in the show, she has a leaked image of her with nice little shot of her, right? And then they're like, don't tell her. See, we can cancel it, on hashtag it, some weird shit. And then by the end, they actually show it. She's like, oh, I don't care.
Oh, she's an actress in the show.
She's an actress and she's a singer. She's like a performer.
Famous.
She's a pop idol. She's a pop idol that's on the downtrend, and they're trying to get her back on the uptrend after her mom died. She's got mental health issues and all this other kind of shit.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
The Weeknd is some kind of greasy Hollywood, not tycoon, but like club owner who's trying to get into the industry and manipulates his way into stuff.
Who is he in the show? That just sounds like The Weeknd. Ba-bum. Ba-gum. The Weeknd
was in character.
I like this. All right, I can do this. I can do this.
Oh, I have to act in this? Talk about method acting, huh?
Oh man.
Oh, but yeah, it's trash TV. It's bad.
The Weeknd was in character. That is his character. His name is The Weeknd.
What you want to know was crazy though? That TV show in about 10 years, even though it's canceled, is probably going to be loved by a brand new audience.
Might be one of those. Yeah, they cut one of those.
Yeah, it might be one of them shows, man. Just crazy.
They cut one of the episodes off, man. That shit was funny. They cut that shit short.
Dang.
They cut a whole episode short. Oh, they're like, nah, we just finish this shit and let's move on.
No, what it is they realized the atrocity that they made, and instead of continuing, they decided to burn the body and bury it, and nobody talk about it like The Weeknd.
No.
I mean, it's a great concept. You know what I mean? You got the same guy who did Euphoria, the same, I think, director or DP, whatever, the creator. So it made sense. It was like all that checked off. Like, oh, great. The guy who did Euphoria was just a great TV show, teaming up with The Weeknd, who, is The Weeknd. This has got to be good. And it just wasn't.
Damn. What do you guys think about TV for our youth nowadays, man? They got shit
they
is rough.
They got options. They got so many options. Like, how do you pick?
What's that?
I don't. But I agree with y'all. Like they do have a lot of options. Not a lot of good stuff though, man. I tried watching, what was it? Lotus?
White Lotus?
White Lotus. White Lotus. Bro, those two, like, if that's the average American, like, watch the first episode. If that's the average American family now, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I tried watching it because some people were saying it had critical acclaim. I'm sitting up here, I'm watching it, I'm all like, I just see a bad retelling of modern America right now. I'm good. I'm good.
Damn, that's rough. Yeah, is Euphoria trying to do like the Dawson's Creek thing, but like edgy?
Yeah, but HBO Max style.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is it I Know What You Did Last Summer meets Dawson's Creek?
Ooh, there's a murder in it?
That's the vibes I'm getting off of it. That's why I'm asking him now. I don't know. I'm asking.
It deals a lot with teenagers and drugs, for what I know.
Yeah,
Is there a murder mystery? Because it keeps seeming like chopping
block.
Chopping block.
Is it a murder mystery? Because that's what the advertisement made it seem like. Like
Oh
somebody
man,
had died or something like that.
it'd be if it was a K drama.
Hey, that stuff is hitting too, man.
So if BTS made The Idol, that shit would have been a hit, huh?
If it wasn't as atrocious, probably.
Yeah, K dramas don't get that. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't like show nudity and stuff, right?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, it's kind of like frowned upon over there.
Yeah, no, The Idol, they were. Like I said, she
no.
trusted.
I mean, Euphoria too.
They wouldn't participate in that bullshit.
Yeah.
Euphoria too. Like, weren't people getting like smashed and shit? And...
Yeah, like they trusted the direction.
What the fuck? What's this for? I heard it like, oh, we're shining light on how things are now for you.
Right. Exactly.
It's just for you, bro.
Right.
Like, we were watching Buffy and shit. Like, you guys got problems, yo.
Yeah.
Right.
We were watching That's So Raven and Pete and Pete.
Right.
No.
Yeah. Smart
Right.
guy.
Y'all was watching some strange shows.
What was it? What's that Canadian show that Drake was on?
Degrassi?
Degrassi was as edgy as it got.
Oh,
Wow.
That was
that era.
That and Glee.
Oh,
Glee, I
Glee,
remember
Glee. I didn't watch Glee though.
They were singing.
Yeah, too much damn.
Yeah.
They were singing.
UK is
Yeah,
right.
man, that show does not compare. The behind the scenes stuff in Glee compares more to
I know about that.
Yeah. Uncle Jack says the UK is riding in circles around the US as far as
they got heat over the UK, bro.
Yes.
Gangs of London, Lazarus,
that Shakespearean background.
Good writing. The seasons are arranged in a way that it makes sense. Nothing is longer than it has to be. A season could be like 4 episodes long, but those are some damn good 4 episodes.
Yeah, my biggest probably gripe with UK shows I've watched, like there was one show I watched with the guy from Game of Thrones, Rob. I think it was called he was a detective in it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good. Awesome opening. They're not good with the build up to like a season finale. That's what I'll say. Like,
I agree.
I don't know,
it feels like it ends suddenly, doesn't it?
It feels sudden as hell. I'm like,
I know. I watch a few UK, so I know what you're talking about,
bro. I'm like, what?
My whole thing is lame.
But they're close. Like, it's like they're getting there. The writing's tight. The writing's super tight. It's just the pacing and like the build up to like this is the season finale. Like that shit. I'm like, oh, that was so like, counter like dramatic. But Gangs of London, Lazarus Project was fire. I would actually put Lazarus Project. Gangs of London was one of the ones that ended kind of just sudden, but Lazarus Project had a good build up. And the cast, they don't have the same issues with like race. I don't think in the UK.
No,
like,
they don't.
Their leads are black,
or it's not as bad. I noticed it's not as bad.
Leads are black, or anyone here sees the Black Mirror? Yeah, I think so. I think I have.
Charles, though, what's up with that length? Like, I kind of like it, but when you watch the first episode and it's the length of a damn full length movie, I kind of have a problem with that.
Oh,
because some episodes will be like 2.5 hours.
You know what
long.
they did, bro? I guarantee you they were. It's the same thing they did with. Ozarks and Stranger Things. I don't know why they did it. I don't know if you noticed. There's episodes in Ozarks and Stranger Things
that are
hour and a half.
Right.
That's how they did television back in the day, though.
Yeah, but H&H haven't seen the latest season Black Mirror yet, man. I'm behind. I'm behind on everything.
I remember back in the day, like when shows like Matlock was premiering, and in the heat of the night, there were 2-hour. To start it off, they would do a 2-hour special.
That's a good point. The 2-hour
with commercials, though.
With commercials,
it was really 2 episodes that they glued together.
Yeah, those had commercials, but they still had the long,
I mean, we're back to
they
that
kicked the
anyway.
shows off with 2-hour specials or TV specials, and then they would turn them into shows.
Into a show. That's true.
Black
That's
Mirror
true.
should have ended with Bandersnatch.
That would have been it at the top.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been it at the top. Too many people have taken that model and done like other shit with it.
Yeah.
Dion hit us with the yawns.
Shit. Yeah. It's starting to
that
feel
about
it now. The OG House of Cards was amazing for only 12 episodes.
Yep.
Incredible.
I'm behind tune, just checking to see if it's worth it. Would you guys recommend the latest season of Black Mirror?
No.
It wasn't horrible.
No.
It wasn't that bad.
In an era where we have a billion things to watch. No.
I mean, yeah, could you be watching something else for sure?
Right. You could be watching something better with your time.
Yeah, you could. There's still some cool tech concepts explored.
Don't listen to Charles.
Especially with the AI stuff. Watch the AI one. Okay.
Oh man, Justin, you watch Black Mirror or not?
I've heard about it, but I've never seen an episode. I heard it was good though, but I don't know. I might check that out when they're done making it.
All right, I feel you on that. But yeah, unless I think I'm good for tonight. I gotta get some stuff done, man.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
2 hours.
I gave it 2 hours. 2 hours. Give it the extra hour some change, man. But yeah, this is long overdue. I was like Friday night. It's like
good to have you back, brother. Good to have you back.
Get on there for a little
Glad
bit.
to hear that you're doing good things.
Let him off the director chair.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you for all the listeners out there. Yeah, no problem, man.
Yes. Man Nucleus, bro. Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks.
We definitely gonna have to chat again, especially when the Gunverse starts. Let's see how the Gunverse does, bro. Let's see how it does. I'm on a full essay report from you.
I think all of us will have gray hairs and wrinkles probably when that gets kicked off, man.
Oh shit! Yeah. Uncle Jack says no. All right, H&H Comics says take care. Yeah, H&H Comics. Appreciate you coming by, Uncle Jack. All the listeners out there, it's been a pleasure. We catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Someone's got